Greetings, Cleveland, and welcome to Creative Focus, the show that illuminates some of Cleveland's most talented and creative artists across the genres of dance, film, music, theater, and visual arts. I'm your host, Cornell Calhoun III, and I'm thrilled to have as my guest today on Creative Focus, actress Laprise Marie Johnson. Laprise, welcome to Creative Focus. Let's chop it up.
Thank you.
How you been?
I've been great. Thank you for asking.
Okay, so tell me, my pleasure. Tell me how you got into performing arts.
All right. So I first started out in church plays. That's when I first got my taste of acting bug. But really, it was my middle school. It would change over after we graduated from 7th grade.
Okay.
So in 8th grade, you go to a different school. So they encouraged me to audition for Cleveland School of the Arts. And from there, it was just on up. Dr. Miller was a great mentor and teacher. He not only let you do it in the school, he encouraged you to do it outside the school, which is how I got involved with Caribou House and so forth. So I really want to thank Benjamin Franklin, my middle school. They are the reason why I really got into acting.
So tell me, do you remember what your first play was?
My first play.
The first time you hit the stage.
Still Away Home. I will say that's like my first play. That was at Cleveland School of the Arts, the original Cleveland School of the Arts. Okay. In our auditorium. It was Still Away Home.
And then I know you went on to Ohio University. You one of them Bobcats.
Yes, I am.
Did you do any productions down there?
I actually did. I can't remember at the moment because I was trying to double major.
Okay, so what was your other major?
My major was first forensic science, and it changed to long-term healthcare administration.
Oh, look.
So I was busy. But it was first theater as well. But theater let me know you can't do both. So I chose the healthcare.
So do you remember when we met?
Yes.
Tell me when.
Joe Turner's Come and Gone.
Joe Turner's Come and Gone, Caribou House, 2015. That was, what do you remember about that production?
You do great character work.
Who does?
You do.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay.
But
I'm talking about you.
I know. But I would have to say it was very, it was one of my hard pieces because I knew I had to cry and I didn't know if I had that in me. So it was I had to find the pain within. And also you didn't see me to the end of the play. So I was like a hidden gem. Yeah. You had to wait for me to the end.
That was directed by Terrence Spivey.
Yes.
Terrence Spivey. Talk about the audition process for you. What's that like? Do you enjoy auditioning? I mean, do you have something that you do to prepare yourself? Do you like improv, or do you like to have, the sides to read, or does it matter?
I like to have all of that. I don't want anybody who just want a monologue. Mm-hmm. It's nice if you can do some sides to get a feel of the play. You can always read it, but when a director there and the writer's there, it's like a little more encouragement when you get a little background from them. So it helps you build on it. So I like to actually do both. Honestly, Joe Turner's Come and Gone monologue is my go-to audition platform.
Oh, really? Is it?
It is.
That's what you use? Okay.
Yes, it gets me. They really love it. So I keep doing it.
So what type of directors do you like working with? And I say that because early on when I first started performing, I came out of the Ruben Silver, Dorothy Silver era where, the director basically told you exactly what they wanted you to do and you kind of followed. Then later on, I started working with other directors who more or less let you go out and then they would bring you in. And that was difficult for me because I was used to being told how to hold a glass, where to walk, go left, go right. What type of directors do you like, or does it matter to you?
It does matter to me, but I like that I worked with all kinds. Mm-hmm. So it gave me appreciation to all direction. Sometimes you don't want to make a choice, but I encouraged me to deal with a make a choice director because it encouraged me to do it on my own versus being told what to do. Mm-hmm. So I take good direction, but sometimes I do need a person to push me because you never know what's inside of you. The way Michael Oatman directs, he tells you to make a choice. And he also layers it. So I like that. If you're having some difficulty with an accent, he'll help you with some words. We'll say this word like this. We're going to help you. We're going to tweak an accent if we can get it out of you. So I do like that. but I also like to take good direction. If somebody has a vision, tell me your vision, and then I can interpret it into my own way. So I'm still making a choice, but I have a vision to go off of.
Who are some of the directors that you've enjoyed working with over the years?
I enjoyed working with Terrence just because I've had them both as a child and adult, so I do love that. The same way I feel about Michael Oatman. I like that Michael Oatman gives you like I said, he tells you to make a choice. I'm working with him now, so I know it's like he's still the same Michael Oatman. I love that. But I also like Terrence, who gives you a good vision, even if it's long-winded. I'm like, I needed that. I needed that background or story to it. I like that he gives you background stories. I also like Megan. I can't think of her last name at the moment, but I like when I also have a director I never worked with before. May open you to new things that you didn't know that you wasn't used to or can find.
So why do you enjoy performing?
It's like playing pretend for fun all your life. Like you can be anybody you want. That's why I love to be a performer. I love to do that because you get to be in your own world and produce it to an audience for them to see. It's a creative vision for a book. That's how I look. I used to love to read. So then when I was watching movies as a child, I'm like, oh my goodness, I just love how a vision could be played from a book or just a thought. So
yeah, let's see what you got going. So we have a clip of Laprise in The Silence of Our Secrets. Let's take a look. So what do you remember about that play? The Silence of Our Secrets. I think it was you, Mia Jones, Christina Johnson, Lou Finney.
I remember just being so excited to work with those actresses. I just love them. I love seeing them when perform, and I love working with them. So that was my favorite thing about that, is just that I get to work with these people that I always enjoy seeing perform. I get to be with them. Man, I'm trying to remember because we did a couple of pieces with
the storyline was that your sister was LTB. What is it? Say it. You don't remember? Anyway, your mother had an issue with your sister in this play,
Yes.
and your father more or less sided with you. But it was a powerful production. So, what do you think separates you from other actresses?
I would have to say I'm good at memorization. Like I do it like fast. I'll be amazed myself sometimes. Like I think it's because I had to be the friar for Romeo and Juliet, I will never forget that. That was one of the Cleveland School of the Arts plays. And because he had the most monologues in the whole play. He talked so much that I think it just snapped a bug in me. So I like that I can just swoop on in. Like if you ever needed a last minute actress, I'm your go-to because I'll know the lines.
If you had a dream character, what would she be? What would you love to portray? Something you've never done before, or something you've done before that you really enjoy doing?
I enjoyed doing a piece that I did at John Carroll, where I went crazy. I like to do that. I don't know why. Like at an insane asylum, I always wanted to do something.
Was that the Boom?
Yep.
Terrence Spivey directed with Lauren Sturdivant and Ashley Aquila? Yeah, okay.
Mm-hmm.
What gives you your inspiration to be a performer, to want to be on stage? I mean, that's, everybody is not suitable for performing like that. What gives you that inspiration? What motivates you? I mean, that's hard work. Theater, film is hard work.
Mm-hmm. I would have to say myself. I love how creative I can get. And also, I found out it's like a beautiful paid hobby is how I look at it. Like I love to do it generally for fun. I love to do that. It's something that I always have done, even in school or outside the school. So like that I can still keep it going. Like not too many people you see from arts. You're like, hey, are you doing your craft still? Some are, some aren't. So I'm happy to say that I still do what I've done my whole life, basically.
Okay, so you're originally from Cleveland.
Yes.
How do you think Cleveland prepared you for the theater? Prepared you for performing? Did it influence you in any way to become who you are?
Oh, most definitely. Like most of my work was here. I would have to say my greatest influence was Dr. Miller. I really appreciate him pushing us to not only do school plays. He told us, go audition outside. I did Tri-C. I went to Carroll House. I did Kaiser Permanente. Like instead of just working at McDonald's, I was acting in schools. Like I just love him so much for that.
You did a lot of work here at City Hall, like in the City Hall Rotunda, Black History Month, Women's History Month. We had some great productions there.
Yes, because of you. Thank you.
My pleasure, my pleasure. Let's take a look at one of the productions from the City Hall Rotunda, Black History Month. Central's Lyrics with Laprise Johnson.
Heard gunshots. You heard them?
Maybe it was the sound of that old pickup going by the backside. Maybe that's what you heard.
No, I heard some gunshots.
You a virgin gal.
Huh? Ma'am.
If you ain't, you ain't. If you is, you is.
You always talk so forward.
Well, when you want to know something, you ask. So you got a man?
Oh, I do.
This man treat you good?
Ooh. He is my everything.
Oh, that ain't what I asked you.
Well, Sweetbread? Oh, he's big and strong, but gentle as a lamb with me.
Oh, Sweetbread, huh? Does this Sweetbread love you up and down and deep?
You always talk so unseemly.
Unseemly?
And proper-like.
Oh, sugar, I'm just giving it to you real.
But you're a lady.
Meaning what?
Well, a lady should never show a man, you know.
Well, I shouldn't talk like I'm a...
Please don't use that word.
Girl, you was too prissy.
Well, a lady should never show a man, you know.
What? That she shouldn't be messed with?
You ain't never used it on no one before, have you?
I cut close to 13 boots with Fred here. I slice them this way and that way. Every last one of them. Even cut off a lot of long legs too with Fred here. You want to hold?
No, I can't.
Sure you can. Girl.
No, ma'am.
Girl, go hold.
No.
Tempting though, ain't it? Ain't no different than when you're holding a man.
Ma'am.
Suit yourself.
Where's you from?
I was born in Louisiana.
Louisiana. Oh, that's down there where they do that voodoo stuff. Them spirits, witches, potion charms, and they drink chicken blood.
You ain't never been there before, huh?
No, never been out of Cleveland.
So, I'm gonna put you on the spot again. What do you remember about Central's lyrics? That was with Mia Jones and who else was in that production? Prophet, Say.
And what was the little girl name? I think.
That was Ali.
Yes.
Ali Nicole Small.
So I remember definitely working with her. I love that you bring in the youth.
Mm-hmm.
I love when at one time. So back to the Central Lyrics though. So I love that you bring it with youth. I enjoyed working with her. That encouraged me still because I feel like that's me, how I was encouraged as a youth to get in acting. And sometimes you need outside courage. Like maybe it not come from your parents. Like my parent, not that she didn't push me, but a lot of my outside courage influence came from outside family members. So I appreciate that.
Yeah, we also did the little theater play for the children's play in Recreation, Children Without Faces, with Logan Dior Williams and a lot of the other. That's right. There you sit right there.
Yeah, right there. That picture right there. I was so happy working with them. That popped up in my Facebook memories. And I was like, oh, those little kids.
Name some other memorable performances that you had, that you remember. Plays that you remember doing that, you learned a lot from, or from other individuals.
I would say one of my, I think it was my third play at Cameron House as a child would be Body and Sold. I was 16.
Okay.
It was about sex trafficking. So I learned a lot in that. That was like, a real eye opener, especially because sometimes we would be at Tower City where I found out recently was really big with that. A lot of girls got snatched from there. So that was like an eye opener for me. So that was a play right there, Body and Sold. Also, I would say,
what about Paradise?
Where I was a
Top
gangster.
Cat.
Yeah, that was fun. Being challenged to be the head gangster. Be tough, beating people up. Yeah, that prepared me for Breath Boom because I was a gangster in there too, jumping girls.
yeah, that was a great.
Yeah,
that was a great play. So you've worked at Caramoo. What was the last thing you did at Caramoo? Was it Joe Turner?
No, I think it might have been The Wiz.
The Wiz. Okay.
The Wiz.
Okay.
Yes.
And what are you currently doing now? What are you up to?
So right now I'm in a piece by Jeannie Madison, working with Michael Oatman. Bridge Over Water, I believe. So that's gonna.
And where's that at?
That's gonna be at Cleveland Public Theater.
Okay.
Around the second week of March.
Okay.
And then I'm also maybe in another piece. So I'm still waiting to hear from that. So I'm getting my auditioning on.
So let's do a little transition because you've also done some film work.
Yes.
Yeah. So let's talk about that. What's the difference in your research? What's the difference between working film and working theater, aside from the fact theater is a live audience? What do you have a preference?
I would have to say I like film. I love theater because I like to be in the movement, loud, a little over dramatic, not over dramatic, but you have to go overboard so the audience can see and hear, But for film, you have to be fine detail is what it is. So if you need to tweak something or get into the emotions, they'll make you go over it over again or build on it. So
you were in an award-winning film with entitled Socks
Yes.
with Dr. Mary Weems.
Yes.
Talk about that a little bit.
Oh, I really love that piece. That got me into my emotional bubble for real. I had to pull from my personal life with that. And
Well, give us a brief synopsis of Socks.
well, it's dealing with sex trafficking.
Sex trafficking,
Yes,
okay.
she was kidnapped.
Is that a one-person film, or are you the only person in the film?
The only person.
Okay.
One person monologue.
Wow.
7-page monologue.
So how was that? How do you prepare for a one-woman play or film as opposed to preparing for a film with multiple actors? I mean, in your respect, because everybody prepares differently. How did you prepare for that part?
So for me personally, I have to get the lines down first, or I can't even give you all of me. I'm gonna trip up because I'm trying to focus on the words instead of the emotion. So I always let them know, please let me get my lines first. We're still gonna work and stuff, but this is not all or nothing. I'm gonna get there. I'm gonna do it. But I actually was just such an awesome director.
Ashley
Ashley
Aquila.
was so awesome. Like she made me pull, had me think about it. She was like, no, we're gonna try something else. Do this piece by piece, bit by bit. And she challenged me. I love that she challenged me. Like, you never know. Sometimes what gets in our way is our own self, our own thoughts. So I love when somebody challenged me to get past that and bring that raw emotion. And I gave it.
So what are your goals in terms of performance? I mean, where do you want to be like 5 to 10 years from now? What's the ultimate goal for Laprise Marie Johnson in terms of performing?
I would actually like to do some more film work. I really do like that. So I'd like to have some more film work under my button.
As opposed to theater, or it doesn't matter?
It doesn't matter. I just want to like, I've done more plays than I've done films. So I like to see how that is when I do more films and plays.
Do you like period pieces in terms of plays like Black History theme productions or just general productions? Does it matter to you?
It doesn't matter to me, but I do love Black History plays because you never know what you didn't know. Seeing Red Summer really opened my eyes to that. It was just like, I couldn't believe I didn't know about some things. Like, wow, like this needs to be shown to schools. Schools need to come here all the time and get some history from somewhere because they're not telling us in the schools.
So why don't we take a look at a Black History play you did, Court Square, Talladega, a few years ago. Here's Laprise Marie Johnson.
Y'all crazy kids gone and done it now.
Pardon me?
Klan gonna have they say, Klan gonna have they way. Trying to sit down and eat lunch with the white folks. Hallelujah.
What now, Miss Rupert?
I guess we wait.
I can't believe they arrested you too, Miss Rupert. I mean, for heaven's sakes, you are an English professor at Talladega College.
Unless President Long decides to relieve me of my teaching duties.
He can't. He won't.
He could. If the state threatens to take away funding from the college, that's what happened at Alabama State during their sit-ins. 2 professors were fired.
Some students were expelled from Alabama State, too. Oh, I hope the boys are okay.
Negro boys, the Klan feeds on Negro boys. Hallelujah.
That fat deputy, I've seen him. He kept jabbing Eric Hall in the back with his blackjack.
I saw.
And Sheriff Brody threw Sam Cole against the police car.
This Talladega, Alabama, home of the Imperial Wizard, Colonel David D. DuBose. and the Tuscaloosa Clan.
The men's section of the county jail is in the basement. I'm sure that's where they're being held.
Well, how do you know that, Miss Rupert?
Well, she had to bail your brother out of jail for intoxication 3 times this year alone.
He's your boyfriend.
Well, that's how I know.
Rats big as cats in the basement. Hear them in the walls on their way down.
Who did you call, Miss Rupert?
Dean Davis with my one phone call. So he said he'll handle it. He said he'll get the college's attorney.
Dean Davis should have called Pastor Beverly of Mount Cannon Baptist Church.
That's right.
Yeah.
Pastor Beverly is a very important Negro in Talladega County.
Ain't no important Negroes here in Talladega. All the important Negroes gone missing.
Miss Rupert, no matter what happens today, thank you for going down to the Talladega Lunch and Grill with us. We appreciate you.
I just wish we could have organized something like this when I was a student at Talladega.
I'm starving.
You get a bologna sandwich for dinner, a cup of water, and a bologna sandwich.
She kidding? She's kidding. We can write a book about our experience. Put Talladega College on a civil rights history map along with Tougaloo College, Alabama State, and North Carolina A&T.
We made history today, ladies.
Don't buy where you can't eat. Segregation must go.
Hallelujah! 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 Hallelujah!
Miss!
Great job, great job. You know, I remember when the audience was spellbound when the 2 Ku Klux Klan guys came at the end of that end of that play. Hey, so you know what? I want to thank you for being on the show. It's been a blast, and I wish you all the best, and hopefully, you know, I'll use you in something that I'm doing.
I
How
hope
would you
so
like
too.
that?
I would love that. Thank you.
I'd like to thank my special guest, Laprise Marie Johnson, for hanging out with us today on Creative Focus. So that's it, Cleveland, we're out. But remember, a true artist is not only inspired, but inspires others. I'm Cornell Hubert Callum III for DV20 and Creative Focus. Until the next time becomes our time, be well, be safe.